morphogenic field technique allows us to have a quantum conversation with the body using energy to find energy signature matching. So if somebody, I'll give you an example. Just recently, my wife found that when she exercised that she would cough, and my wife is a very healthy person. She watches everything she eats. She is an absolute, she's fastidious in terms of nutrition and oils and things like that. She takes supplements, and yet when she exercised, she found that she would cough, and her lungs she described as feeling heavy and not being able to fully inflate. And so when I tested the lung reflex point, I found that everything was normal. So 2 or 3 days later, when she asked me to recheck it, I reminded her that we had already done that. Well, she had just finished exercising, and she says, please check it again. And when I did, immediately the lung reference point immediately showed up. And I was able to determine right away that there was something going on in the lungs. So the way we investigated it was simply pull out the lung energy vial, and as I put it up to her, her body did not reject it, which meant the body acknowledged there was a problem in the lung. So holding this, my intention was to find out, first of all, is there an immune challenge in the lung? So I pull out the blue kit, which has the immune challenges in it. And when I had her hold this, again, this gave her strength, and then I challenged it against the energy of bacterial energy and a viral energy, and then a yeast, mold, and fungus energy. When I got to yeast, mold, fungus, this rejected, which means we found the problem. Well, that was only part of the problem, and it turns out that when we tested further, we found that detrimental energy or parasite energy showed up. When I held both of those in her hands, or when she held them in her hands, and I retested this point, it went all the way to 10 when I muscle tested her, which told me that we were done. And so then, what did I have? Well, I had identified the tissue, it was lung tissue. I had identified what the immune challenge was, and it was 2 things. And then I matched the energy of the parasite and the yeast against these whole food supplements that are designed to build the body up or to get rid of things that the body has it doesn't need. And the energy signature matching led me to several supplements that ended up fixing this lung problem within literally a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And so through, again, energy signature matching, it was within just a matter of a few minutes that we were able to identify what the problem is and what the solution was. And in 2 or 3 weeks, she was all over. She was able to exercise, no coughing, felt no distress in her lungs, but more importantly, the lungs showed us that it was at 100%. Then when she held lung energy, it rejected after that. So we knew that we had solved the problem. So this form of testing, morphogenic field testing, has several checks and balances that allow us to know for certain that we are on the right trail in fixing this thing. And if the body has the ability to heal itself, which it does, we don't heal the body heals itself. The body just doesn't need any interference. So we give the body what it needs to do that in the form of whole food supplements, and lo and behold, it does what it's supposed to do. It heals itself. Thank you.